Hi sweeties, how are you doing? Welcome to Naya Sim. If this is your first time of coming across this channel, sweetheart, kindly smash that subscribe button, turn your notification so you are notified each time I upload, and please give this video a thumb up. I appreciate you all so much, and I'm saying a very big shout out to every one of you for the love, the support you all showing me here with. I am grateful and you all are super sweet. So today we'll be talking something very important, and before we get into this video, I'm going to tell you that there is still travel advisory if you live in, for people that are planning to go to Florida, or if you live in Florida. I hope you are careful and you know that Florida is not a very safe place for black people. And this happened actually in school. A black girl, she's actually biracial though, but she's a black girl. If you look at her mother is actually white, and her school, they started bullying her because she's black. And the next thing, they started calling her cotton picker, using racial slurs, calling her Monkey, and using the N-word. There is nothing they did not call this young lady. And the one that broke the camel back was that she woke up on her birthday to find out that her friend already used her picture, pictured her where she was picking cotton. And that really was a very terrible one. And then she is in a volleyball team. They also bullying her in volleyball team. And this was reported in the school, and the school is saying that they do not think it is racial motivated. Like, what the hell are you people saying? And I'm going to say this: if you are a parents, you really have to be up. Be in your game. Do not let schools bully your child. Enter the school and pull down the roof. Match their energy, because it looks like you all are keeping so much quiet. And when you are quiet, they can write on you and tell you it is not racial. Like, how is that not racial motivated? African parents will enter the school and pull down the roof. They will be the one apologizing. And then succeed, withdraw that child from that school. Make sure that they are in a school where they see people that look like them, predominantly black, because it looks like it's a predominantly white school. That's why they just kept bullying her and the rest of it. I am rolling this clip. We'll come back to talk about it. Let me know what you all think in the comment section. So straight up, let's get into it.
Everybody meet Grace Clay. Now, Grace is a student that goes to this high school, and she just had to deal with this. And it doesn't stop there. And on her birthday, she woke up and saw this photo that her friends, her so-called friends, photoshopped and edited and posted all over social media. On top of all that, kids were playing hangman in the school using the N-word. And it's been well documented in the school of this happening, because she gets notes like, "Thanks to Grace for this jacket because of the cotton she picked to make it." And it's okay to do blackface and say, "I'm assuming the N-word," or "You're a monkey." And it's happened so much at the school that numerous parents have said that it's happened to their children as well, but they've been too scared to approach because of the consequences. Even though the school has a bullying report form, and none of the staff members have done anything about it, not even the principal. And Grace says in this interview she thought racism and all this kind of stuff was over with. Yeah, she has a white mom. Which leads me to my 3 points. 1, if you are a white person and you are not educated on black social, economic, and racial issues in this country or in the entire world, do not have or raise black children, because you will not be able to prepare them for any situation when it comes to this shit. Because Grace said that she had to run to the corner and just sit there while they hit her with pillows and called her names. 2, the reason why I do what I do is to educate white people on racism, because they like to act like racism no longer exists and segregation is no longer a thing because it's not the 1950s anymore and slavery was over 400 years ago and they don't see color and blah, 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 which is all bullshit, because this kid is a part of this new generation, and he learned that from his parents and his grandparents and their great-great-grandparents, and the list keeps going on and on and on. So before you tell me that racism is no longer a fucking thing, look at what these kids are doing. And 3, black women are the most disrespected human beings on this earth. I don't care what you have to say, because this is not based on an opinion, but personal life experience, because I've dated all types of women throughout my lifetime, Asian, black, Latino, and white. And the only time I've ever received any kind of fucking hate is when I dated black women, because these white women are insecure of the way this queen looks, and they can't look like her, so they project their insecurities On to her. This is why everybody copies black women, but they don't respect black women. So I'm just gonna leave the school contact information right here. And feel free to leave them a review. And to all the staff members who have known this has been going on for God knows how long, but you have failed to do anything, I hope everybody does a full investigation on you. And if they don't, I will make sure I do it for them. Because we will not tolerate this ever again. My name's Eric Stone. Doses. I have an update on Grace Clay. Mom reached out to me and this is what the school sent her. First, the principal sent her this message. We have investigated the situation and while the language in the video is inappropriate, it was determined to not be racially discriminatory. Shall I play you the video again? Oh, I'm not done, Amanda. On top of posting this photo all over social media with those same white kids made a Photoshop edited picture of Grace picking cotton. On her birthday, I might add. And the white kids in school playing hangman with the N-word and the ongoing list of the racist things these kids have said in their school. Because of this, Grace has been forced to quit her varsity high school volleyball team. Letting everybody know this was going to be the last time she was ever going to wear her uniform. While the white girls who were racist towards her brag about it. The school sent this bullshit message of how they're just going to teach the kids how to play nice and fair. None of these kids got any kind of punishment. Here's what we're gonna do. 1, there's a petition I need everybody to go sign right now. Link in bio. 2, here's the girls' volleyball coach's email. 3, here's all the dates to their next volleyball games. So I suggest if you're in the Florida area, make an appearance. Because what the hell is this? And when somebody doesn't take responsibility and accountability for their actions on their school grounds, I like to make sure it gets done. Which leads me to number 4, the bread and butter. Oh, and I stayed up all night for this one. So when I go to bed, you're gonna be waking up to a nightmare. Introduce you to Sidney Williams, the man who bought Babcock Ranch, which includes the school, who likes having public appearances on like 60 Minutes. Eric, don't you know people in the media? Oh, yes, you do, Eric. Hey, hold up. You've been honored by the NFL for what you're doing on your land? Oh, because you're a former NFL player. Don't you know people in the NFL, Eric? Oh, yes, you do, Eric. Yes, you do. I wonder what the NFL thinks of what you got going on in your land, Sidney. Maybe I should ask your wife or your daughters. Such a lovely family. Or what about the school sponsors? What about the county that partnered up with you to allow you to do this on their land in the first place? You know, Charlotte County. Oh yeah, I got all their emails too. But you think I'm done? Remember this PDF? I could reach out to the former commissioner of Charlotte County. I'm sure he's not gonna like this. What about the president and CEO of the Florida Power and Light Co? You know, the man who is helping you power your entire little town? Or even the president and CEO of the Florida Wildlife Foundation? See man, everybody's one call away. See Sydney, I'm coming after fucking everybody. Cause I don't give a fuck. Because you endorse this kind of treatment to people on your fucking property because you hire people that don't do shit about it. So unless every time everybody Googles your name and it says Sidney Kitson founded a racist ass town, I suggest you handle your people. Because all this young black queen wanted to do was go to school, get a good education, play volleyball, and get on with their life. But she can't do that in your racist ass town with your racist ass employees, with your racist ass students. So I suggest you reach out to the family, make this right, give them a full-on scholarship and compensation for the bullshit they had to tolerate on your land and in your school, and then handle the teachers, handle the staff, and handle the students who did this shit in the fucking first place. I don't give a fuck if you like me or not. My name's Eric Stone. Doses. I have an update on Grace Clay. Mom reached out to me and this is what the school sent her. First, the principal sent her this message.
Black parents, please either homeschool your children or put them in an all-black school. Because if not, they will be forced to deal with this type of behavior. And that is something we should not put our kids through, period.
This is a call to action against Babcock High School down in Florida. This young lady right here, her name is Gracie Renee. That's what her mom calls her. She's a volleyball player over at Babcock High School. Unfortunately, Gracie Renee had to endure this right here. Let me show you. On her birthday, she found this right here floating around on Snapchat from a lot of her classmates that play on the volleyball team. And it was spreading throughout school. Man, talking about bullying, talking about somebody's self-esteem going down. But this right here, if you remember this picture, it was a child who was picking cotton back in the day. They photoshopped her picture, her face, onto this picture. Yeah. Now, from what I understand, Gracie and several other caramel colored or chocolate covered children have to endure this stuff. They have to endure it. Why? Because of this person right here. The principal, the coach, the administration. They wrote a letter making a statement saying that this right here does not fall under discrimination, racial discrimination. Yeah, they excused it. Yeah.
Well, as you're about to see in this report, 16-year-old Grace Clay says that she's been bullied by her teammates and classmates, oftentimes writing derogatory words on the whiteboard. She's been hit with pillows, called the N-word, and she's been told to go pick cotton.
She just took her cotton this morning. Get the black one.
They started making comments and stuff, like racism, get the black one, she hasn't picked her cotton.
Grace Clay is describing the pillow beating she took from volleyball teammates who belittled her during an away game inside a hotel room and then posted the video to social media.
And they blocked the door, so I kind of just backed up, and then they were getting pillows and they were hitting me. So I just put my hands up, went to a corner, and just took it.
The incident reported to her coach.
She just took her cotton this morning.
And the taunts didn't stop there. This meme posted to social media on her birthday shows Grace picking cotton.
And I see that, and I was horrified. I mean, it's my birthday, I'm supposed to be happy, but that's the first thing I'm waking up to.
Another post to social media shows students in class playing hangman on the whiteboard using the N-word. Her mother sickened by it all.
I felt so sorry for her because there was nothing that I could have done to prevent this.
The NAACP now getting involved.
There needs to be some severe consequence for the principal, for the teacher, for the coaches, everybody. There needs to be some consequence.
Shannon Treese is the executive director of Babcock School. She calls the language used by the students racially inappropriate. Saying the school can't discuss any discipline that was taken against students, but makes no mention of discipline against teachers, coaches, or the principal.
We call for the termination of that principal. And that's what we will be pursuing as we file this civil rights complaint and get behind this. Because
going through your website, Babcock High School, going through your website, you're supposed to be able to report bullying and action taken. But it seems like you're excusing it. If you're allowing it in the high schools, you're allowing it in the middle schools. And if you allow it in the high schools and middle schools, you're allowing it in the elementary schools too. It seems like that's a culture in that area. It seems like that it's a norm in that area. And this day and age, enough is enough. So this is a call to action against Babcock in a whole. Babcock High, elementary, and middle school. This principal right here who excused that behavior in her letter, yes, it's out there. She has a letter that excused this behavior. She needs to go, along with the coaches and anybody else that excused this behavior. We will not tolerate this. No more. Enough is enough. We're holding you accountable. And Gracie, I hope you hear this message. We got your back. And you keep being great. That's the thing about it. People don't want you to be great because they want you to be okay. And they stand by your side. But the moment that you are greater than them, then that's when they want to talk about you. That's when they want to put you down. They want to try to destroy your self-esteem. But you know what? You keep standing tall and you keep stepping forward because all it's going to do is make the enemy mad. That's what God has planned for you. This is a call to action against Babcock High School down in Florida. Not only was it a slap in the face when they came out with that weak letter that did not address anything regarding the racism. Nobody was punished. Nothing. That was a slap in the face. But here's another slap in the face. They forced Gracie to quit and replaced her on the varsity team because Gracie's awesome. She's bad. And you got it right. They were jealous of her talents. Also, her skin color. But they also replaced her with the same young lady who made that picture right there. The same one who made this picture of Gracie onto this picture right here is the one they replaced her with and put her on the varsity team. It's sad when an entire organization can show their necks and show their hearts how they feel about you based on this right here. It's sad, isn't it, Shannon Tree? Feels good to show your neck, doesn't it, Amanda Sanford? Does it feel good, Paulette Butterfield, coach of the girls volleyball team? It feels good to treat a young lady like this? Wow. Y'all should be ashamed of yourself. What you're doing is allowing these students to go ahead and express how they really feel, be based off of what their parents raised them to feel, raised them to look at, raised them how to hate. And it's a shame. It's a sad shame. That's why we have a call to action. I want everybody to step up for this beautiful young lady right here and all the other students just like her who look just like this, who are being treated unfairly based on this right here. A call to action. Babcock County, y'all been put on notice. This is wrong on so many levels. Look at that, man. This is the last time she put on her high school volleyball team uniform. Yet the same girls that tormented her carry on as if nothing happened, because that's what they're conditioned to do. Babcock High School, Babcock County, you all should be ashamed of yourself.
On Fox 4, leaders at one Charlotte County school say they're now reviewing allegations of racist language and treatment directed towards one student. The Clay family tells Fox 4's Dominga Murray some of this treatment happened to their daughter while she was participating in the girls' volleyball team at Babcock Neighborhood School. Now, we do want to warn you that some of the references you're about to hear could be difficult for some of our viewers.
Get the black one, cotton picker. She didn't pick her cotton today.
These are the names Grace Clay is called often by her classmates at Babcock High School.
Get the black one! Guys, she didn't pick her cotton this one.
This time they recorded it at an away volleyball game.
I just kind of went to the corner. I put my hands up and just sat there and took it.
When the Clays reached out to Amanda Sanford, Babcock's principal, she said the video is, quote, determined to not be racially discriminatory. Fox 4 reached out to the school and received this response from Shannon Treese, the executive director of Babcock Schools. Babcock Neighborhood School does not condone any type of discrimination or harassment. We take all allegations and instances of bullying, harassment, and discrimination very seriously. Due to student policy laws, we cannot comment on the specifics of this case. However, we are reviewing the matter and will take any appropriate action necessary. The girls in the video were kept from playing one game. Now Grace's parents saying the consequence is not enough or leaning on the Lee County NAACP.
This is racism in practice.
James Mawakil is the president. He says he feels those not advocating for Grace are a part of the issue. He's referring to the video we've shown so far, but also to this photo of Grace photoshopped into a cotton field.
I was so embarrassed.
She saw this photo for the first time last month, posted to Snapchat by a classmate on her birthday.
You think your friends would post something like happy birthday or like pictures that aren't that. I mean, it took me by surprise. I opened up my phone. That's one of the first things I saw in the morning.
Her parents say they are working to make a difference for their 16-year-old daughter and filing a complaint with the U.S. Department of Justice.
I hate the fact that my daughter comes home and tells me she doesn't feel like she's enough.
Also checked into whether the school's policy can provide any guidance regarding such allegations. The Babcock Neighborhood School Student and Parent Handbook Guide states on page 18 that any student who engages in prohibited harassment, discrimination, or bullying of another student or anyone from BNS may be subject to disciplinary action up to and including expulsion. You can depend on Fox 4 to stay in touch with the school and the family, so if anything changes, you'll hear it right here on Fox 4 News. Live in studio tonight, Dominga Murray, Fox 4.
So this is all I got from the stitches, and I really don't know what to say, but I am really tired of waking up to some things like this. Like, you know, I don't know how this young lady is feeling at this point in time. You can imagine waking up on your birthday to see something like this. A picture where you are picking cotton, done by your own friend. I mean, someone she calls friend. And they have constantly been bullying her. And the school did not say anything. And the teachers were like, it was not a racial motivated. How is that not? When you heard all the things they've been saying about her, she was bullied, and she was called a cotton picker. She was called monkey. They used racial slurs and her and all that. And eventually they made her quit the volleyball team. When she quit the volleyball team, and the person that replaced her with was the same person that was or is the major person bullying her in school. And they are telling me it is not racial motivated. I think parents, it's time you start putting your kids in a school where she will find someone like herself. I mean, not just all white, because like it looks like all white schools are becoming a little bit problematic. Because because what is this rubbish? So make sure you put them in a school where they can, feel one another, where they can understand one another. And also, there are some things that should really not be taken lightly. Some parents should really be up to, the game, because they say the school has been known for bullying people. If the school has been known for bullying and all that, and you are keeping quiet as a parent because which consequences your daughter or your child or your son should be your number one priority, especially when it comes to anything that concerns them or anything that would damage their ego, their anything that would bring them down. You should be on top of your game, because if they were on top of their games, trust me, I am sure this will not have happened or escalated to this point. When you show up in the school and show up mad, really mad, oh my God, I love African parents, because they will bring down the roof of the school. It is time we start matching their energy, because it looks like we've been calm for a longer time, or we are used to being calm. There is no need being calm, especially when it comes to things like this. It's amazing how at their age, they already know things like this. Cotton picker, this, that. I thought they said that when they learn history or they learn CRT, is going to, they don't want to hurt their feelings or make them feel like they are victims, or make them feel like they are victims because they are white and all that. So they already know what cotton pickers and all that, know how to use monkey and know how to some racial slurs and all that. So they do know all that. But you are telling me that they cannot learn history. You all are all liars from the pit of hell. And did I tell you this thing happened in Florida? It happened in Florida, of all places. I am going to say this and say, I won't stop saying it. Florida is not a great place to raise its kids, especially black kids. But if the peradventure you are there and you are not living anytime soon, make sure they are also in black school. Not like predominantly black, where they can see one another, see like it's a man, they look like me and I look like them. Because what is this? This is where I am going to draw the curtain. Thank you so much for the support, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye for now.